Hello, everybody. Welcome back to CCA. Tonight, we have a doozy of a stream here coming at you from a live LAN here, IBC LAN. We're going to be taking a look at CSULB Gold versus Titans of Alterna here in this matchup coming up real soon. But before I get too ahead of myself, my name is Rocket, joined by the one and only, the lovely SOS Grace. How you doing today?
Oh my gosh, you had the you had to add the SOS.
Yes.
I was confused. Just
Yes.
for good measure here. But
Hmm.
I'm happy to be here today. Commentated yesterday as well, so you already know. I'm in here. I love being here. I love commentating. Well, it was Thursday actually, I lied. But I played Friday, so already I'm
Hmm.
ingrained in the CCA culture. I'm in here. So ingrained. Oh my gosh, they just looked at us. That was so scary.
Yeah, it's so unusual to be commentating away from a LAN, but actually like on a LAN because like they will not they don't see us. Hi, how are you? Hi. That's awesome.
They're
That is
pogging.
awesome.
Oh my
They're
gosh, they're so
pogging.
excited. And they have matching jerseys. So cute. Yes,
Yo.
and the cams of them. Gorgeous, gorgeous,
Mm-hmm.
gorgeous. I love lands. I think it's so sweet. The lore behind this, I believe, is that they were just like, wouldn't it be so cool if we did our match in person? Sure, yeah, sure. So then they're just like vibing in here. They got bean bags behind them. They got cute little setups. I said this before, but their chairs are like look like high quality, like nice, like plush chairs. So I'm a fan. I'm in love. Love both of these teams. But Rocket, before I keep rambling too bad, I do want to give a huge shout out to both of these teams here. Like you said, Long Beach here, Gold, and Titans of
Hmm.
Alterna Orange. These folks are both 2-2 in their respective sets or respective groups here. So this is like the do or die moment. This is like whether or not they make playoffs, and then like whoever lose could be wild carded in into the playoffs, sure. But this is a really important set here. A shout out to Lagoon who's raising their hand right now and their luscious hair.
We were talking about it. That hair is elite. It is awesome. It is luscious, as you said here. But yeah, kind of touching on what you mentioned, a lot of playoff implications between both these teams here. The losers of this match could be knocked out of playoff contention. The winners keep fighting, really just keep staying in that playoff race here. Best of 7, of course, as usual here. Week 5, Division 3, and yeah, there's a lot on the line for both these teams, but I love the whole like esports energy here. It looks like CSULB is ready on that side. On the other side, just waiting for confirmation on the other team, but we're just going to jump straight into things here shortly. On that lovely screen there, you see our first match will be Splat Zone's Mahi Mahi.
Yeah, and I mean, talk about, listen, Rocket, if you know me, if you don't know me, this is really awkward. But I love my bread puns. I love my
Hmm.
analogies, my comparisons, if you will. And Splat Zone's Mahi Mahi Resort has become white bread-esque, but like good white bread. Like they
Hmm.
made it at the bakery. You know what I mean? Like it is basic. You know where you love her. Lots of folks it's like a staple nowadays. I feel like a lot of sets start off with them. If you're gonna go to a zones only event especially, like it's gonna be there. You love her. But it's some good white bread.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I think what is like the quintessential white bread? Would it be Splat Zone's
Oh,
Hagglefish or like Splat Zone's Bargeld Dime? Like,
listen, I'll
what
tell
would be
you,
the?
like a white bread that has been like store bought white bread is
Hmm.
for sure Tower Control Inkblot Art Academy. That's it.
Hmm.
That's your mom's favorite counter pick, your favorite counter pick. Everyone and your mother and your especially your mom is gonna be picking that. So
Right.
whenever I see it, I'm always like, that's it, that's the one. And whenever there's counter picks, you already know what they're gonna be picking. So listen, listen. That's the white bread of all white breads here. But Splatstone's Mahi is a little nicer than that. So I I like to give her some more credit because I don't know. It's a little more interesting, I guess.
Now you got me thinking about bread. I'm kind of thinking like maybe
Yeah.
like mahi mahi, kind of go with like the surfing vibe, maybe some kind of like Hawaiian
Oh.
roll, maybe. I don't know. That's
Oh.
what comes to mind immediately, just thinking with that vibe. But yeah, here we have already the Titans of Alterna. They're already ready on the side of Bravo team, obviously on the other side. Just waiting for a couple more players to get ready here. But very interesting map we have in store for us. Very lockout heavy as well. And just in the nick of time right there, right on cue, CSLU CSULB, excuse me. Already readied up, jumping straight into things. Still fell for Mahi Mahi.
Interesting, interesting. The quintessential snipe rider, the pencil, you already know. Talking about white bread here, comps wise, but both teams sporting the Octo Brush. Happy to see it. I'm happy to see it here. And I mean, talk about the gal as well. Very, very good staple here. But no cooler on the side of Long Beach Gold. So I'm interested to see how they kind of manage that uptime, manage how that aggression is going to factor into that kind of play style here. But interesting opening. Long Beach already has the zone here, Rocket, and I mean, they're looking pretty good, but I mean, Titans of Alterna did just pop cooler, so we'll see what happens.
I think the interesting thing, Grace, about this is both teams are not running the traditional zap. They're running that orangish red zap, which I find very intriguing there with
Yeah.
the super chumps there, just to be able to paint all of zone here. But already off to a fiery start, CSULB will manage to get into the zone, already now taking it down to that 75-point mark. The Zipcaster will be canceled out there, but still, we still see them just developing this really strong hold. Now down to the 60-point mark. Now, this is where the map is truly open. No, swimming to the unfortunate time in the platform has not quite been built yet, and that will actually lead to a quick wipeout now in favor of the Titans.
Oh my gosh, that is so unfortunate. I was about to say, like, we have a few more seconds before that platform comes up there. That is so, so unfortunate. I mean, we already see Titans of Alterna. They're getting in this lockout position. They're, like, making sure that Long Beach is sitting in their spawn here, Rocket. Like, they're watching these ledges, the gal with the wall especially. Really, really tough position here. The Dread. Oh my gosh. The poor Reef Slider isn't able to get popped here, and they're not quite able to get hold of the zone quite yet. I mean, it's a bit of a scrap fest going on here in mid, though, Rocket. There's picks flying left and right, two down on Long Beach, and I mean, Titans of Alterna just keep the zone here. So, again, we're going to have to see if they try to get a bit more of a sturdier lockout there, because we saw how easily Long Beach got back into mid, so they can probably do it again.
Yeah, and now you see the crab coming out from CSULB here, and the specials need to come in soon. You saw the Reef Slider going, able to contest the zone a little bit here, but you need to force the penalty. They're finally being able to force that penalty, and actually causing a wipeout now in favor of CSULB. Really nicely done there. This hold is going to be very, very crucial in trying to maintain this lead here in terms of Titans trying to get back into the zone really, really quickly, and in terms of CSULB trying to flip the script here. Now, out of their penalty, this could easily flip into their favor here. They just got to get these key picks. You see the dualies on this right side trying to take that fight with the Octobars. Pen goes down early, though, from the Titans side, so that means no more cooler will be had.
Yeah, really, really smart. We talked about how they're coolerless here, Long Beach. So picking off the cooler player, not only that, but the pencil that has so much reach, getting those two picks there as well, so, so great. But, I mean, as I was just going to give them a bunch of flowers here, Titans of Alterna come back into this zone really, really quick and fast, capitalizing off of that pressure that they had, despite their pencil going down like we talked about there. They're not even coolered up yet, and they're coming out here aggressive, making sure to get some kind of a lockout going on, picking off the Octo Brush of Long Beach, which is so, so huge. But the Reef Slider's off online, the Crab's online too, and it's just a matter of time before they try to break back into this zone.
And something that can help with that is this Dread's Reef Slider you see in the pocket there, just waiting for an opportunity to strike. Two players down now for Titans of Alterna, and there is the opportunity right there. You see it go down. You see all the players of Long Beach going in, managing to flip that zone. The lead, a very slim one, yes, still in the hands of Titans of Alterna there, so really nicely done for them to retake that lead now with that cooler. This could be where we see the difference between cooler versus coolerless teams. It really gives the cooler team really some more opportunities to make mistakes if they have to. Maybe take those one-for-one trades, that might seem even, will actually go into their favor. You see now two players fall in total for Long Beach. Managing to take control of that zone are the Titans of Alterna. That really nicely done from this red zap, and you see there the confidence was given because of that cooler.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And I mean, I can already tell that they're playing really cautiously. I mean, we kind of saw that there. Unfortunately, they're gonna go two down, especially with that Reef Slider kind of getting fuddled in, all the paint surrounding them and capping the zone as well. Really, really nice push from Long Beach. But I saw Titans of Alterna kind of knew it was coming. Like if you'll notice that they were a little bit pushed back in mid. They weren't really taking super aggressive, advantageous positions because they were like, well, they're gonna Reef Slide in pretty soon, so we have to kind of account for that. But even still expecting it, knowing that it's going to happen and going down to it is really unfortunate here. But Long Beach, really, really good hold of the zone. The crab, the pinching, being able to kind of like funnel the members of Titans of Alterna away from the zone here. And they're trying to cap it desperately here. But three down, three are going to go down on Long Beach. So that's just going to be the zone cap here for Titans of Alterna here. There's been like a lot of wipes going back and forth. Like it's kind of a lot.
Yeah, full team-wise, full committing here. But the key thing about that Long Beach, a very strong lead all the way down to the 3-point mark. Wasn't quite able to close it out with a knockout quite yet, but 10 seconds remain. You see the Dread does have that Reef Slider. So is the Octoburst Zipcaster. You see the Zipcaster going in. The Dread goes down early there. That is huge for the Titans of Alterna. Now, no more Reef Slider, at least temporarily, to try to cap the zone. 10 ticks left. You need to get into the zone soon. The picks going left and right, but in total, 3 players fall for Long Beach, and that will just about do it right there as the Titans of Alterna will take game 1 in a very back and forward fashion. They're really nicely done. You see that little victory snack as well coming out there. Nicely done from Titans of Alterna to get on the board.
The victory snack is so funny, and I think I noticed one of the members here of Titans of Alterna, the lovely folks in the glasses there, like next to us, as you can see. Is
Mhm.
that our left technically? I think I have that same headset.
Oh,
I think I have that. So, I mean, very, very interesting here. But a little bit we kind of we gave Titans of Alterna their flowers there, but the colors were
oops.
swapped. So, oopsies. That was actually Long Beach Gold's win there, but still very, very close game. Again, surprised by both the Octobrushes. So, I'm
Yeah.
expecting a very similarly close game going into this next one.
Mhm. Yeah, it turns out today is actually opposite day, so take
Right.
everything we said, flip it on its head. And that's what we got there. But yeah, really nicely done from Long Beach. I mean, zones in general really lives for those back and forwards there, but I mean, there's just so many. I mean, that's just really zones in general, and that match definitely showed it for sure. I mean, both sides had their opportunity with the lead, and although the Titans of Alterna were able to get it down to the 3-point mark, that key retake just in such quick succession by Long Beach Gold were just able to get in quick manner, able to take control of the zone, and again, I mentioned it at the beginning of the game. Lockout situations are the key for Mahi Mahi zones in particular, and it just came down to the team with the stronger hold. And in that game, it was Long Beach.
Yeah, and I mean, oh my gosh, I love seeing these little views. Wait, 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 Rocket, we can stalk their weapon comps.
Yo.
I'm seeing a gal. Is that a I think that's the Octobrush still, the order one. So like
Mhm.
it's white and it's piercing my eyes. Oh my goodness. We're
I
getting
still think I saw a
confirmation
T-Tech.
from the worms in my head. Yes, I was gonna say I saw a T-Tech rocket. Oh my gosh.
And you see there on the closest monitor, did I just see a switch to a ballpoint? Hold on. I saw a switch to a ballpoint there. Yep, in the hand right there of the ballpoint player, just chilling there. It seems like they're readied up as well, or at least getting ready to ready up here. So we could see some ballpoint action. Love to see that.
Yeah, oh my gosh. And I mean, you can see that they're like this is so exciting. I can see that they're all like in their little gamer poses. I don't know if you do this, Rocket, when you're playing. I tend to
Mhm.
shrimp a little bit, and if you
Yeah.
don't know what shrimping is, it's when you kind of like hunch over.
Mhm.
It's not great for your posture. But I'm happy to see, maybe because of those awesome chairs that we talked about. I don't think anybody's shrimping, so this bodes well for this next game.
For sure. And speaking of this next game, it is Inkblot on tower control here. Both sides will be running an Octobrush here, and we do see the return of that. We do see a ballpoint, like I mentioned there, on this side of, I believe that is Titans, question mark? Is that Titans? I can't tell. We do see a ballpoint there nonetheless here, but both sides running a Octobrush, really interesting, and I like that choice for both teams on this map because Stack really just provides that natural high ground.
Yeah, and I mean, I can already tell that this is going to be a divisive kind of game here, like we talked about. And not to throw shade, I just did onto TC Inkbot that it's very white bread-esque, but
Hmm.
when there's a map mode that everyone knows so well here and everyone feels pretty confident on, it can be really, really tough to go into that. I mean, the Inkjet here, really, really great job. The pinch there from the members of, oh my gosh, Long Beach Gold, kudos to them. Huge, huge wipe. Really great coordination, like the dropping from mid, the Inkjet pushing people into the people dropping from mid. Super, super solid. Really, really well done there. Many flowers to them here. And the Zipcaster coming out, I mean, they are going to go down numbers quite a little bit here, but it's going to trade out even. Lagoon here trying to make something happen here with the or the Octobrush here. Manages to get a huge pick rocket, but they're still rolling right on through, going up that ramp onto the plat.
Yep, Long Beach is continuing their push. You see now the jetpack ready in the hands of that ballpoint will be used here to take this key point on bats there. And with that, three Titans fall. Three members of Titans of Alterna are sent back to spawn, and that is the complete wipeout right there. Now Roland getting back into business. LB Gold now have a Booyah Bomb as well to really just create so much space. You see the cooler going on line as well, and now this will be a very, very crucial fight to deciding potentially a knockout situation here if Long Beach are able to continue this. However, you do see the dualies there on this left side just trying to contest it, everything they can do, just trying to poke at this ballpoint, but unfortunately falls straight into a suction bomb here, and it's just absolute desperate, fierce fighting here.
Oh my gosh, and that's the name of the game with TC Inkblot. I feel like you want to get that push as far as possible because no lead feels safe. I feel like that's not the case for a lot of tower control maps, but with Inkblot specifically, I feel like it is so easy to get a lockout situation going on here. I'm noticing the members here of Long Beach are trying to have some lasting power in mid. I can see them trying to control the stacks here, especially that left one, but with the crab popping out from corn, really, really crucial special to get some space here. But the Booyah coming out as well, stopping them from it, taking out the Octo Brush as well. I mean, the Zipcaster coming out. There's just a lot of fighting going on in mid. The
Ooh,
paint is crazy. Someone's
the
got to
jump.
be on this paint. Wait, I was
Wow.
excited about the
Oh,
Octo Brush 1v1 and all the fights happening right here. My gosh.
you see, really nicely done there, but ultimately you see Corn, really nice name, on the sides of Titans of Alterna here on those dualies. Almost has Crab available, now has Crab available, ready for Alterna's next push here. And you need to get in a good push eventually here. Now, near that 2-minute mark, you have more than half the match to be played here. And if Alterna wants to stay in the racing of this, they need to at least get that second checkpoint, or at least get a checkpoint going here, because when I think of tower control matches, I don't really look at the point totals. I really look at the checkpoints because really points can be earned really, really quickly, but those checkpoints really just put a stall to any push, and you need to, it basically forces a team fight here. You see the Zipcaster coming out from Long Beach, managing to find one pick there, being able to kind of hold that push and still finding more here, Grace. Maybe trying to find a third as well, but at least forcing the Titans back.
Oh my gosh, the triple coming out. Big kudos here for Long Beach. I mean, I feel like they followed up off of each other really, really well there. We saw the Octobrush kind of being the the star player there in that play as well, but really, really good job stopping their push completely in its tracks. Like, really, really nicely done here. I mean, the strikes are coming out here. Like, Titans of Alterna is not going to give up this set so easily here, or give up this game rather so easily here. And Octobrush 1v1 again. No, oh my gosh, Liquid's going to come out on top, but they're going to get taken out pretty quickly as well here. But I mean, Long Beach Gold here, they're coolered up, and like we've been talking about, Titans of Alterna do not have that cooler, so going into this next team fight, trying to take mid, trying to make the push happen, they have to take that into account.
Yes, they do, Grace. And with the trip strikes now going out from the Titans, this could be the special that they need to try to create this space. However, they need to do it soon. 42 seconds left on the clock here. Alterna managing to get a pick onto that Forge Pro now, denying that Booyah Bomb. On the other hand, you see 3 members fall in total from the Titans of Alterna. Zuka being popped, and you see the Reef... Actually, no, that's not a Zuka. That's a Reef Slider that was trying to be popped there. Unfortunately, is canceled out. Now, 25 seconds left. Time is running out for the Titans of Alterna to try to stay in this one. Cooler now being popped, making the fighting situation a little bit more dangerous, but hold on, it's not quite over yet. You see a 2-player down situation for Long Beach as now 15 seconds left with Korn on the tower there with that ball, just trying to provide that firepower, managing to find one. That is huge, managing to take out that ballpoint. Trip strikes now going out. However, on the other hand, you see the oh-so-dreaded Booyah Bomb, the GG Booyah Bomb, so will land perfectly onto the zone and the Zipcaster to follow as well. Long Beach was perfectly ready for that, perfectly ready for overtime, and were able to use those specials to their fullest to secure that one.
Yeah, and I mean, I can see one of the members here shaking it out. You know, you already know. Listen, that's what I do all the time. Like, do you remember that graphic that somebody made or lovely, lovely artwork where it's like hand exercises and they're like the
Yes.
zombie? I do those all
Hmm.
the time actually. So I've got to appreciate it a little bit here.
Hmm.
But I mean, you can tell that they're feeling pretty good going into this game as well. So you already know, happy to see it as well. I just noticed this is completely random, Rocket. Is that a little
Hmm.
pink stepping stool? You see that top right area there?
Yes. I,
Yes.
I I don't have it in the color pink, but I have like 3 of those exact stepping stools.
What do you use them
Because
for? Stepping?
um so I mean sometimes I mean given I am a small human being in all
Wait, how
considerations of
small?
things. Yes. Huh?
How small?
I am 5'3". I am a
Oh,
5'3",
you're
five
a
foot
little
four.
guy.
I am a little guy.
You're a
Yes, I
little
am a
guy.
little guy. I mean, yeah, I just sometimes use it because sometimes like on like the top like cabinets of some stuff and trying to make some food. There's like some little spices, but yeah, I do see those. Yeah, those that pink stool that you were talking about. I have those exact stools at my house. I don't use them that often. Okay, for the record, before anyone makes some jokes, because I know something is gonna go on about there. No, I don't use that every time I'm trying to get something. It's not that bad. It's just the top shelf, all right?
Listen, I'm so glad that you've broken your silence about being a little guy. I think that is so beautiful. Maybe there's a little guy here in the room at this LAN with us
Mhm.
because there is a step stool. So somebody needed it,
Yeah.
hypothetically. Hypothetically speaking.
Hypothetically, indeed. I mean, I don't know if anyone was watching the H Town stream, but for reference, in grand finals, Nate from the Whip Rays is 6'5". So if
Oh
you could
my
tell the height
goodness.
difference between me and Nate, you can
Oh
see how small I looked compared to him.
my
So
gosh.
yes,
What? That's like a whole foot.
yes, correct. That is correct.
Oh
It
my
was it
goodness.
was really entertaining to have conversations, not because that it was the first time we got to see each other in person, but because I had to break my neck every time I had to look up at Nate. It was amazing.
That is so crazy. Oh my gosh. Well,
Mhm.
thank you so much for sharing. I feel so much more connected to you now. This is so wonderful.
Yes.
I am like 5'8", like 5'7"-ish. So
Mhm.
you would not have to crane your neck as much to talk to me, but we'll see
That's
here.
nice.
Hold on. Paintbrush. Sound the alarm, Rocket. Pinecone is rocking the paintbrush. What is going on?
I think another concerning thing as well. That's a big swing, Grace. On the same
Oh
team,
my
we're
gosh.
seeing a paintbrush, octobrush, big swing, dualies comp here coming out from the Titans of Alterna, I believe, and I am just completely perplexed.
And it's working. They just got a 2 down situation here in the opening here, which is so huge on Rainmaker. Rainmaker Manta as well can be really quick here. They're going for the cut push, which they successfully cracked the first checkpoint in here. Rocket, the first 30 seconds. Oh,
Whoa!
they get wiped. All right, we're gonna pivot. We're gonna dial it back. Anyways, so crazy. Oh my gosh, Lagoon here holding this Rainmaker. The Ink Vac as well working really well for that, trying to kind of combat this Rainmaker here. This is
Ooh, still
I am
going.
so perplexed. Apparently, they are goaded on the big swig and the paintbrush. They got a wipeout. My gosh.
Yeah, really nicely done there. You see the ballpoint just trying to hold desperately, holding this left side as you see two members of Long Beach have fallen here. And an unusual comp, yes, but it's working, Grace. You see that Octobrush managed to find a falling kill. The Rainmaker slowly but surely inching itself forward, threatening that knockout here. Long Beach managing to find another one. A great shot coming out from the Gal here. And you just see just trying to clean things up, just trying to prevent the Titans of Alterna from just getting that knockout situation. But hey, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I might not even know what I'm talking about sometimes, thinking like, what even is the meta anymore? If this can work, I mean, anything can work.
No, listen. That's why I love like CCA and Ludi especially because it just feels like you can just experiment. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Even just game to game, but set to set as well, even for whole sets. If you're like, "Hey guys, I'm thinking of doing something pretty freaky. Let's bust let's bust out the paintbrush and big swig comp that we've been practicing." And it just starts working. Like, sure, why not here? But Long Beach, they're tired of this wacky comp. They are so tired. They're just gonna crack that checkpoint, going for the same route, that cut, that little flank route that Titans of Alterna just did to them. So interesting plays here. But they have a pretty firm hold on mid. Like the Inkback's coming out, the Zip as well, really good coordination here. And it looks like they're probably in a good position to try to grab this Rainmaker here, albeit a little bit of a flank happening right now with that
Ooh.
brush.
Yeah, flank also coming in from that gal as well. Managing to see if they can try to get these jumps as well. Fierce fighting, managing to find that 1-for-2 trade somehow. That is really nicely done by Long Beach. And what looks like a lost push for Long Beach actually now turns very much into a net positive, as now they're able to take stronger control of mid. That Octobrush won't quite find the pick yet and will be forced to be taken out because of that Zipcast. So you see Korn on the spot dualies yet again here from Titans of Alterna, just trying to see if they can find any form of footing. But so far, Fierce Specials just going out in the midpoint. Neither side really giving any ground. Korn just trying to go in. Both sides actually losing a brush here, and both sides yet again losing another player as well. We're just seeing trades after trades after trades, and we see it yet again there. But ultimately, the Titans of Alterna still have strong control of mid. They don't really have to get in a push here. They can just really play keep away for the rest of this.
Very true, and I feel like that's just always the name of the game. I feel like, oh,
Oof.
killer shot on a Pinecone who was holding the Rainmaker there, opting to try to get a pick again. Oh my gosh, getting the big swig out of the game as well. That is really, really good here for Long Beach Gold. Going into this though, I think they're gonna have to play this a little bit safe. I mean, we know the lasting power, we know the missiles are probably gonna be coming out as well from the paintbrush here, so it's gonna be kind of tough to make a push happen, especially knowing that Titans of Alterna kind of are like, well, we're pretty safe here. Like, our first push was so great that even if they push really far into our pit, we can probably stop them here. But three down situation, oh my gosh, Titans of
Ooh.
Alterna, and they're gonna get all the way to the pedestal. Wait, wait, wait. And they KO
Whoa.
it!
Wow.
Oh, that was like the comeback of the century there. That's just kind of the name of the game, right? With Rainmaker, I feel like the second you start to stagger, the second you go two, I mean, forbid three down, it feels like it's just over there. And big kudos to Long Beach Gold for capitalizing and recognizing that they could make that push.
You could hear the energy as well, Grace. Like
Yeah.
off of that, you could hear the woos right there coming out from those members of Long Beach. There, I mean, yeah, pretty much that basically describes that push, like you mentioned, a miracle, miraculous push there. Little pumping up energy right there, but yeah, Long Beach has been on a roll. But again, I gotta give props to the Times of Alterna there. Unusual comp, yes, but it did work wonders there. We finally have that fourth player cam right there. So we have all members of Titans of Alterna on your screen, wonderfully shown there. But yes, I mean, so far Long Beach have been able to really show that they've really got this comp in the bag. They know what they like to run and really haven't had much major changes to their comp on the other side of Titans of Alterna. They've had several comp changes, but I mean, I love to see it though. I love to see that uniqueness. You touched on it a little bit during that game. Just a little bit of element of surprise. That's what I love to see.
Yeah, and it threw them off effectively. Like Long Beach Gold, they had to take a bit to find their footing, which I felt like we weren't seeing a lot of that happen during the set so far. Like it's see they're agreeing with me. They're nodding their but really, like I could feel that they were a little bit thrown and that they had to definitely adapt more on the fly. Where it felt like they've been matching each other's energy this whole set. And again, I think if you're a Titans of Alterna Orange, you already know that Long Beach Gold, like this is match point for them. Like if they win this next game, that's the set. Sure, we're gonna get the lovely CCA play all seven here, but you want to go down with a fight. And they definitely have this set, but showing it on the scoreboard is much different than being like, no, it was 0-4, but it was close. Like you want to get those wins in here, and potentially a reverse sweep as well would be super cool.
Mhm, for sure. And you touched on that tradition of CCA if you're new here, of course, or if you recently found out, just like me, that it's really commonly seen to for college teams to just play all seven. That's just the sportsmanship of it really gets teams able to get in kind of like some scrim practice, really just allow them to kind of just experiment with what they got, maybe what works, what doesn't work. But as we jump into things, this will be potentially the determining game here. Game 4 on Scourge Gorge Clam Blitz. Jumping straight into things a little bit here shortly. Yep, there it is right here. You see Long Beach, not many major changes on the other side,
Oh my
still
god.
of Titans of Alterna, still running that double brush there, but with Cord now, instead of on those dualies, you see them on the dually squelchers.
Interesting though. I I don't even know what to say about these comps here. Again, they're still rocking the cooler list. Gotta appreciate it here, and I'm happy to see Long Beach Gold in that Hatsune Miku color. You already know I'm a big fan here.
I was
Coming out
just
here.
about to say that, Grace. I literally, right on cue, got a DM from a friend of mine. Yes, the Hatsune Miku color. I will get it out of my system, and you heard it from the one and only Grace as well. Hatsune Miku color. Very, very beautiful. Very, very vibrant.
Very, very beautiful, very powerful, and that like fuels them here. I mean, they got that opening kind of triple against them here, sure, but that was a really, really solid defense. Like they came into it not using that many resources as well, which is really, really impressive here. They got that whale for their push here, but their ball plate's gonna go down here in mid. It looks like they're getting pressured a little bit, maybe getting pinched from behind, which they are. I mean, the snipe, the pressure coming out there from that paintbrush as well. That's really, really tough there. It kind of stopped their push in its tracks, but You already know Long Beach Gold, they're going to still come back into this. They're coolered up, ready to go. And that is going to be the signal for them to try to make a push happen here. The strikes, though, is going to delay them a little bit here. So, Titans of Alterna, you already know. They're going rainbow colors. You already know, folks. You see that scoreboard? They're crazy. Happy Pride Month. You already know. So, going into this,
You
you
already
know,
know.
trying to
You
get
already
back
know.
into mid. You already know, Rocket. You already know.
Of course, and you see now actually a lot of clams in total in the pockets of Long Beach. You saw at a moment, I believe they were in the 20 total mark in terms of clams, but now they're just sitting with 2 balls still. Still a lot of clams to be working with. You obviously have that pity from the initial push that Titans of Alternative were trying to get going here, and the other one in the hands of the Zap here. But so far, a very slow and meticulous game is being played. A lot different than what we saw on Manta Maria, but that ball actually now being lost by Long Beach, and 3 players in total fall here from Long Beach here. Now the Titans of Alterna now trying with their second effort will get a push onto the barrier, and there are the clams, Grace.
I can see that they're forcing Long Beach onto the back foot here, Rocket. Like I could feel that they were really pushing them all the way back into mid. Like they were pushing them back and locking them out, which was really good. Like I can feel it from that last game, like we talked about, where you could feel Titans of Alterna were kind of adapting and they were kind of surprising the members of Long Beach Gold here, it felt like. And I think that push really solidifies that this comp, the paintbrush, I feel like it's working for them here. They're going to stop the push in its tracks there, taking out the player that had that ball. Oh, but they still managed to get it in here. They want to get this other power claim in as well, but they can't quite get it in there. They're going to trade out a little bit here, but this ballpoint cannot quite make anything happen. They'd have to compromise their own safety to push up there, so definitely don't want to do that there. But you can see that they took advantage of the fact that Titan Double Turner wanted to take them out there. The ballpoint, really powerful player, anchoring kind of the skeleton, the bones of that comp there. The anchoring weapon, like I said, kind of taking advantage of the fact that they wanted to take them out there and just getting a double. So huge. Really great play by them.
Indeed, here now with that strong lead here, you see Long Beach now in the hot seat just to try to get in, try to push in. You see the Zap actually being able to form a ball now, so just trying to wait for that opportunity. The Octobrush maybe trying to make something happen. You see there a little bit of an NFL quarterback throw, just trying to get it to that Gal player, just trying to see if they could just play hot potato if they try to sneak the ball over there. Unfortunately, didn't quite find that value. So now Long Beach now left again without a ball. Will just have to go back to the drawing board to see if they can get or at least maintain this mid control. Really just try to hold on to their side of the map so they can eventually push in. But on the other side, Titans of Alterna, you're in the driver's seat now. You just need to hold on to it. You need to maintain it. You have Lagoon with the Zipcaster ready, and maybe a good defense could be a good offense as they might look to get in another push. Yep, right there. You see the trip choice going in, and on cue the Zipcaster as well.
Oh my gosh, and on cue, it felt like Long Beach Gold here is doing that adaptability that we saw kind of happen in that last game there, which led them to their victory.
Oh.
They're adapting very well. They're popping these specials, making sure that they can't even get close enough to the basket to get into striking range there. We saw that they took them out pretty quickly the second they pushed up past that pillow, past the ramp area there. So, Rocket, going into these last 30 seconds, really divisive. If you're Long Beach Gold, you need to push up further into mid. You're going to be coolered up again. This is going to be a big sign to them that they're going to make a big push happen here. And if your Titans of Alterna Orange, you have to maybe let them run into you, let them feed so that they get that cooler chipped off of them, or just do something to keep your lead here and stay in the set.
For sure. Now 10 seconds left here. Long Beach need to at least have a ball, which they do, in the hands of their ballpoint to have this overtime go into effect here. Now you see that ballpoint will actually be using that Zipcast to hold on. 3 players down in total for Titans of Alterna here. Just left to the Neo Splash to try to make something happen. A 1-for-1 trade will be had, but the clams are there for Long Beach. And right just like that, you see the energy right there in another closeout fashion, in another come from behind victory. That will close out the set, at least there for this best of 7. Long Beach take it in a clean 4-0 sweep.
Oh my gosh, and you can already tell they're so stoked on that win. They're shaking hands. They should all start hugging and spinning around in a circle. I think that'd be the best. No, probably not. No, I don't think that's the vibe. I don't think that's the vibe here, Rocket. That's so unfortunate here. But the fist bumps coming out. Hopefully we see that play all seven, like we kind of talked about here. But I mean, my gosh, really great. It felt like the adrenaline kind of kicked in. I feel like I could see it from Long Beach Gold where they were like, wait a second, like we could actually do something here. Like the moment I call it whenever I'm playing with my team, I'll be like, I got a tingle that I could get that kill. I got a
Hmm.
tingle that I could make that play. I feel like they synchronized the tingling in their brains, in their neurons, and they made that play happen, which was super, super cool. But for Titans of Alterna Orange there, they were adapting so, so well. I feel like if this was like Ludi, we talked about how it's different, longer sets there, they might have been able to take some games off of them here. But play all seven. We're going to see if that's the case here. The nerves might be kind of coming off a little bit to see if there's any bit of a shake up here and if Titans of Alterna Orange can take a game off of them here.
For sure. And since these games don't really count against the final total here, do you know what I'm wanting to run? You remember what Titans of Alterna ran on that Manta Maria? I want to see that exact comp again. I want to
I
see that.
don't. Um, no, but listen, it was working. So I I I can't really argue against it, you know? Like
Mhm.
sometimes in these the play all seven section of the set here, like the games that don't quite matter to the score as much, folks go crazy. I saw double arrow spray here this past Thursday here with Neptune commentating with me. I lost my mind. I think it was 13 booyah bombs were popped from that gold arrow spray. And I don't want to see that here. If they're listening to me right now somehow, some way, nobody tell them. I don't want to see a single arrow spray. I don't want to see anything funky, anything strange. I'm going to lose my mind.
If you're listening to me, if I see less than 3 paintbrushes, I will be mad. I need to see at least minimum 3 paintbrushes in game. Two from one team, obviously, but I mean, hey, I mean, the comp that came out from Titans of Alterna, I mean, for those who I saw that little thumbs up there from a Long Beach Gold member there, just going into game 5, Robo Ramen there. Want to see those comps. I want to see multiple
Oh,
paintbrushes here. We do see a
oh,
Nova being popped from Long Beach on the other side. Oh my goodness,
oh.
2 Novas!
What? Is there something I don't know? Oh, well, zones. Okay, I understand that.
Yeah.
But what? That is so, so crazy. And I'm surprised to not see the opening Gambit. I feel like a lot of folks go opening Gambit Nova. You just keep getting
Hmm.
those, like you get like the assists with your sub weapon there, and then you just keep on staggering, keep on getting that, keep on going on there. But Chump's already popping out, and we can already see a Zuka. Wait, have we not seen Zuka in this set, Rocket? Because I was about to say like awesome Zuka shot, but I feel like I haven't seen one since that one.
Yeah, no, it seems like the 9.3 nerfs really did a number, at least on the pick rates
True.
here, at least for colleges here. You see the splashdown, though, going out will at least help in getting that kill onto the roller. Nautilus coming out on the side of Titans Elbow Turner here, just trying to see if they can do that firepower, the firepower of a Splatling in the hands of Lagoon here. You see, though, Long Beach have just really clamped down on control of the zone, leaving Lagoon as that last player standing here, just left in no man's land. Unfortunately, is taken out, and that is a delayed wipe. Now, with 27 seconds left, 27 ticks, I should say, you see Long Beach moving up slowly. Roller has bubble as well to try to shut this down. This roller is going to be so, so difficult to deal with. Managing to find 2 there with that vertical flick. Or that horizontal flick, excuse me, I'm getting my things backed up. And with that, a quick wipeout will end things in a quick another 100-0 for Long Beach. Really nicely done there, but I mean, we see the little bit of comp changes from both sides, and Long Beach is showing that they're also pretty flexible in terms of what they run.
Very true. I saw one of the members there held up an X. I hope that's them saying no, you will not run gold arrow spray. Grace isn't gonna like it. No, they took away the pink stool. Rocket, did you see that they
No!
took it? No, whoever that is, they're
Bring
not
back
gonna be able to
Pixel.
see. They can't reach their top cabinet.
No.
No, it's
How else? How are you
devastating.
supposed to reach the desk to see over it? It's unfortunate there, but I mean, okay, if there was anybody looking, please bring back that pink stool. We need that. And second thing, instead of, I think now that Long Beach Gold is ahead 5-0, I think they need some kind of something to go against them. I declare one of the players needs to sit on that stool for the entirety of the next game. Get out your fancy chair and instead sit on the wonderful pink stool that is out there.
Listen, I think that is so beautiful. You know,
Mhm.
like when there's like those park benches and they're like in memory of someone. This is a little morbid. I'm so sorry. You know what I'm talking about? Those lovely
Yes.
park benches. I think they
Hmm.
should at lands have pink stools just for everyone. And then whenever
Absolutely.
somebody wins, they can like sign it. We can all like We can get it plaqued, you already know. And then just the
Hmm.
next time the land's there, there's just like a whole stack of them. Why not?
Hmm. I mean, we already have the brick for H-Town. Let's bring out the pink stool for Riptide. I mean, come on, someone's gotta do it. Somebody here, anybody listening here, bring that pink stool over to Riptide, and I better see a photo of that soon because that will be glorious. But yes, bring back that pink stool. Whoever is sitting around there, I need that stool back. As we see here, I think there's a little bit of some technical difficulties on the side of Tines of Alterna, so we'll just pause for a second there. But
Whoa.
oh, whoa, getting the face cams back on for the Tines of Alterna there. You see two players there, looking still in great spirit though. They looked very locked in, and you mentioned it,
Yes.
Grace, when before we got on. They look like they're about to take their school photos.
It looks a little like with the background, like it's giving like spring what did you used to call it in middle school? Like spring photo day? Spring picture day? Something like that.
Spring.
It used
The
to be
only
in spring.
I think it's the only thing I remember is like spring fling question mark. I don't know if
Whoa.
that's.
I'm not going to a school dance, Rocket. Those are behind me. I'm not going to spring fling.
Spring fling is a dance. Okay, got it.
Yes.
I
Yes.
was
And then
why
like
because I just had the term. I have a brother who's in middle school. That reminds me. Hello on the
oh
left
my god,
side,
hello.
waving at us. Really nicely done there. But yes, I wonder if they can. I wonder if somebody is like relaying the message or the conversation that we're having here. We're having some nice conversations that
Yeah,
I
I'd like
think.
to think that. I'd like to think that they can
Mhm.
hear us secretly, and every time they have like a little smirk, it's because they think we're so funny. They're
Yes,
like,
that's
oh,
obviously the reason. I mean, why else would they be smiling?
no, exactly. Why else? What else brings you joy other than our lovely the bread analogies, Hatsune Miku? What else is
Mhm.
there?
I mean, that's why you come here. That's why you come to CCA to listen to these things. We turned CCA matches into a podcast about bread. Let's go. Anyways, yep, still working through some difficulties, I think, on the side of Tines of Alterna there. But I mean, both teams are in good faith. We'll play this out, play all seven. A lot more Splatoon action coming at you here shortly. But yeah, I mean, please, again, I'm gonna keep reminding you until someone gives me an update on the pink chair. We need it. We need it.
Listen, it's true. I don't know what happened to it. Like I'm devastated. I'm sad. I can see one of the members here of Long Beach Gold. I think they just sniffled a little bit. They're so emotional. They're getting emotional over the fact that one of their team members wants to play
No.
Gold Aerospray. That's what I'm I'm
Of course.
thinking right now in my brain, and they're like, "No, no, you can't do it." Again, shouting out their cute little jerseys. I really, really like the lovely fella there on the top right. Really cute
Hmm.
jersey. I love whenever teams show up, especially like collegiate ones, when they have like like the classic like jersey material, and it says like something esports, and it's like, yeah, esports, yes.
Yeah. I love these camera views though. Like they're so awesome. Like this is really something that really only lands really give you. It really gives you like the only esport that I can really give the comparison to is like somewhat of like Valorant type, just like being able to see each individual player from the front view there of the camera shot. It really just it really shows kind of like the little neat interactions they have between each other, maybe some jokes being told, maybe just some instances of I mean you saw earlier like at the end of game I believe it was game 3 and game 4 just the energy of lands and the energy that was shown by Long Beach after back-to-back comeback victories really just goes to show that that energetic side of Splatoon competitive, that energetic side of college competitive Splatoon that we always love to see, but especially at a LAN.
Very, very true. I'm trying to snoop on these comps. I can't read. I think that was a T-Tech. I think maybe I don't know. I'm gonna try to be surprised a little bit here. Is that
Ooh,
is that is that an E-liter? Oh
that is
my
an E-liter.
god.
And another cover! Another cover has been picked up by Pinecone there on the side of Titans of Alterna. That is awesome.
Listen. I love the comp. I think it is so wacky. The undercover, the sploosh, the E-liter, the wiper. This is like I don't even know. Oh my gosh, the bomb, the retribution. They did not like
Oh,
that comp. similarly to me here. But oh my gosh, that hammer play, you already know, with that Ultra Stamp buff, getting those awesome, awesome picks there. Lagoon putting in the work, pressuring this tower really, really well here. Corn following up off of that aggression as well, being able to team up together and get those picks. Really, really great job here. But you already know, I mean, at Long Beach Gold, they still got a pretty good hold on mid here, despite the screen coming out as well. That's going to push them back just a little bit here. But was that a trade in the corner? Did you see that? Did they
I
trade in the
yeah.
corner?
I saw that. Yeah, that is one of the Splatoon moments of all time there. That was really entertaining to watch. But continuing with this, we see that the Titans of Alterna have been able to at least get to that first checkpoint, but not much further. You see the splashdown actually not being able to be used by the Amparies on the Titans of Alterna. They're still managing to move forward, managing to see if they can get this first checkpoint. You see the stamp going out, just trying to find more targets. Might be able to find this roller there, really nicely done. And I like to think of using a stamper kind of like just being like Pac-Man there. Really nice kill there onto Lagoon from these dualies. But like every time I see a stamp being used, I just think of the Pac-Man sound, just like waka 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 with the stamp moving around.
No, that is so true though. It's giving like you're about to be eaten. Like it's giving
Hmm.
like teeth chomping down, which is a little more morbid than Pac-Man, who's like a silly little guy. Similarly to you, a silly little guy.
Silly
Are
little
you
guy.
you're very Pac-Man coded. I can feel it here. I mean,
Maybe Pac-Man coded not in the way you might think, but you could say that, yeah. Pac-Man coded as in, I mean, I love food. Oh,
oh,
nice stamp
here.
though. Hold on. Well, interrupting my thoughts right there. Nice stamp throw leads to a knockout now in Long Beach's favor there. Sploosh just trying to make something happen. Sploosh doing Sploosh things. Getting those curling bombs over, but yes, I am very much Pac-Man coded. Yes, I love that. I love just
Listen,
like eating. Yum.
listen, your love for food, your love for eating. Speaking about eating, they ate that wipe. That was a really, really good wipe there. But they themselves are kind of getting taken out a little bit here. They're getting pushed back into their spawn. I think the interesting pick there, screen, doesn't get a lot of use because it's a little bit tough there with a lot of the folks who have issues with it. It's a good tool for kind of funneling back and being a lot of cover there. So I think that helped a lot with Titans of Alterna Orange's push there, especially. But interesting. I mean, the torpedoes as well. Like a lot of paint is getting down on the ground. The Elier with their shots spanning across like the entire map, basically. It helps get your
Ooh.
teammates in as well. And we can already see here Corrin winning these 1v1s, trying to make stuff happen here, trying to keep their lead. But I mean, it's looking good for Titans of Alterna Orange, so you love to see it.
Yeah, at least so far, but again, it's never over until it is over truly. And Long Beach twice already have been able to come back from leads that looks very, very difficult to do, or almost impossible here, but the roller in such a great position for the side of Long Beach, managing to find pine cones, seeing if they could find some more, being able to give these jumps, but unfortunately that jump will be camped out, I think, here, managing to actually stay alive through that, really nicely done, as Titans of Alterna, again, just have to really just play keep away here. A minute 20 left, don't have to do anything too aggressive, don't want to make mistakes, you don't want to force yourself forward if you don't have to. You see the Sploosh has another hammer ready, though, on the side of Titans of Alterna, just waiting for another opportunity to strike here. However, a flank coming in onto the E-leader, really nicely done by these Empires, maybe even able to find another one on this right side, shredding that undercover, and now a 3-down situation in favor of Long Beach here, as this is their final hurrah.
Despite all of that aggression, despite all of those pushes and being in the right direction towards the tower's path, they didn't really make a push happen quite yet, Rocket. So I'm
Mhm.
interested to see if they're able to make this push happen here. Like we said, the last minute-ish, time is ticking down, this hammer coming out, and they're gonna get taken out by those strikes, the splashdown as well. Gonna pop there, trying to keep some room on these stacks. But with this screen, I mean, it's going to be tough to kind of go up into that. Going to try to push into that here. We're going to see two down on the side of Long Beach Gold here. They're dancing on this tower, trying to keep their push alive here. But I mean, there's a lot of folks jumping into the tower. There's a lot of paint flying around here. But that's going to be a complete wipe onto Long Beach Gold, effectively stomping out that last push there. But if they're going to be able to make a run for the tower, it's got to be now. Do or die. If they're able to touch the tower, if they're able to make another push happen here, that would be such a huge comeback here. But I heard the hammer,
Ooh.
and I think that hammer. Oh, they put up their hand. Maybe it was them.
Yeah.
Maybe it was them with the hammer. That hammer is going to stop that push in its tracks here. But Titans of Alterna Orange taking a game here off of Long Beach Gold.
Yeah, and there's such a great spirit as well,
Yeah.
smiles on all the faces of these members. I mean, you saw it there. I mean, I'm sure the bottom left player as well would have a smile on their face as well. But yeah, again, nice spirit, really nicely done from Titans of Alterna to show they still got some fight in them. And yeah, you see right there, all in good spirits. Funny joke, probably told right there. Yeah, you see, just losing it a little bit, but yes. Really nicely done from Titans of Alterna. Being able to finally clamp down on Long Beach there, just really nicely done. You saw the sploosh just doing sploosh things, managing to get these nice flanks in, but yes, props to them again for really nicely game played. You saw some key picks coming from them as well, and really just being able to take those 2-on-1s was the key to their victory.
Very true. And again, the ability from Titans of Alterna Orange, I know like it was a bit of a silly comp, but
Mhm.
their ability to shake it up and do like funky stuff and really catch Long Beach Gold off guard has really been working for them this set. I think that that's probably what they're going for and probably what's going to help them if they want to win this last game here, which we are going into our last game, which is so sad. I know you're all going to miss us so much. But see, he's gonna they're gonna
So
miss us.
sad.
They
So
pointed.
sad. They're gonna miss our bread, our Hatsune Miku
Yeah,
talks. Oh
Hatsune
no.
Miku.
We're running out of time here, but yes, we will be going into Game 7 again. Love the sportsmanship in CCA to play all 7 games here. It always just gives you more Splatoon action, and I'm gonna try again to see if I can squint my eyes and maybe see what they're running here. It is really hard to see on the screen now.
Wait,
Gray's
wait,
not really doing us
wait.
much
I think it's all the
favors.
same weapon. It looks like they're all the same
Yes,
shape.
that's what I see.
Oh my goodness. Is that three silver arrow sprays and one gold one?
If it
Stop
is,
it.
I
You don't
I love
understand
you,
what this
Long
is
Beach
gonna do to
Gold.
me. You don't understand.
If that is quad aerospray, I love you, Long Beach Gold. That is awesome.
Don't they look the same shape? We're looking at pixels right now, folks.
Yeah.
We only have a few seconds left. Wait. Wait. It's Dapples.
It's
I think
all
it's
Dapples.
triple vanilla Dapples and then the one blue Dapple.
Meh. And we're going to Marlin Airport as our 7th match. I see the Dapples. You're right, Grace.
No.
There are 4 Dapples on the side of Long Beach Gold. There are 3 blue, 1 red for that cooler. Oh my goodness, Reef Slider galore.
I'm utterly shocked. I'm flabbergasted, but what better way to end here? Marlin Airport 2 down, go down to the pop here. Oh my gosh, fighting for their life, trying to make something happen here, but picking up the Rainmaker. Very, very smart because you already know that they have all this momentum going into their first push here. They're going to be able to crack that first checkpoint as you do on Marlin here, but the real fight happens when you try to get to that pedestal. It's really, really tough to break out onto the plat.
Ooh.
Pinecone here cleaning up the missiles as well, popping out here. Listen, Titans of Alterna are coming into the set mad. They're like, what do you mean you're playing Quad Dapples? I wanted to do that. They're so jealous.
And you're looking at the Titans of Alterna comp as well. Don't think that is just the Long Beach doing some shenanigans with the comp. I'm seeing a custom GooTuber, and I believe that's a Sorella Brilla, if I'm not mistaken, and that Reflux as well. So don't think that the Titans of Alterna are picking meta weapons as well here. But yes, again, love to see it here. A little
Whoa,
bit of a sneak
whoa!
play coming out. Hold on, wait, we could see a little bit of a Rainmaker steal here. Moving forward, managing to find a pick. Hold on, a clear path has opened for Titans of Alterna to move forward, finally shut down by that torpedo, but sneaky there, really nicely done by the Titans of Alterna.
And the Shmoo. Oh no! And the Reef Slider getting canceled there. Reef Slider is my favorite functioning special. Getting canceled by, oh my gosh, the Inkjet. That is so
Aw.
sad here. The cooler popping, one of many probably here for Long Beach Gold. I mean, they're like, folks, we gotta be upping our Dapple games. We're embarrassing ourselves. More Reef Sliders. Start chaining the Reef Sliders. If you Reef Slide all the way to the pedestal, what are they gonna do? Cancel it? Probably.
Now you have another Reef Slider going in to try to pop that bubble there on that Rainmaker here. Unfortunately, the Sploosh Flake is going out, but it doesn't matter if the bubble is going to break, managing to find that one pick there, trying to pull off a little bit of magic of what Alterna did, but not quite being able to pull it off to the same degree of success as Titans of Alterna get a clean defense there with the Brella out now. They have an opportunity here to just try to see if they can go, if Long Beach can continue this push, but it just looks like these Dapples being shut down by that range. I mean, no surprise really there here, but You do have a Reef Slider available though, and it can be very, very deadly.
For sure, but I mean, if there's just one little friend helping with that Rainmaker, that is so so tough. And listen, you mentioned the
Oh,
Neptune jump scare. That was so scary.
splash jump scare.
The missiles coming out onto the side of Titans of Alterna, but Long Beach Gold are so close, trying to get that lead, but they're not quite able to here. They're still making waves here onto the spinner though. I mean, they're coolered up, they're ready to go. And if there's one thing Dapples know how to do, it's be very sneaky, be little rats scurrying
Ooh.
around. And the reslider again following up.
Oh my
Where oh,
goodness.
wait, I mean, they chained it like I told them to, but they weren't quite able to get the lead just yet. But I think now they're gonna get the lead. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just casual stroll up there, managing to take that lead. Now Long Beach Gold, great position. They're only left to the Red Dapples. They're the lone Red Dapples to try to hold their ground. Still plenty of time in this match. For Titans of Alterna to get another push. A really nice cleanup, a really nice shot by Lagoon on to those Dapples. So now a 4v3 situation will be had. You still have to worry about each and every single one of these Dapples. Another pick by Lagoon on this Rainmaker. Another one as well. 3 in total from Lagoon there. Really nicely done. Continuing to hold up and hold forward here. 35 seconds left on the Rainmaker timer here. Slowly but surely moving forward. But it's such a scary situation when you know on the other side what's waiting for you when you drop down is the Dapple totally see right there. I had a feeling.
I could see the paranoia there from Lagoon. They were like shooting off to the side, and of course, us in the omnipresent kind of view, we know that there's no Dapples there, but Lagoon doesn't know. They were like, they're in the walls, they're in the walls, they're in the air ducts. They were so scared there, and for good reason. They kind of came up there using the ledges to their advantage here. But again, if you're Long Beach Gold, you don't have to make a push here, but they are running quad Dapples, so you know what? Why not here? Oh my gosh, gonna get instantly shut down there by that Inkjet here.
Ooh.
And just for good measure, Lagoon is like, hey, did you know that Hammer got buffed? I'm gonna show you how Hammer got buffed, and it's gonna waft right onto there. And I mean, last 20 seconds here, Rocket. We're gonna have to see something happen here from Titans of Alterna Orange. They're gonna have to keep looking at these flanks, try to stop these Dapples from doing anything and stopping their push.
And all it takes is one Dapple to really shut this down. There's Torpedo spam. There's Reef Slider spam. They're managing to find that Rainmaker. 3 seconds left. No Titans of Alterna member really in position to really stop that down. And that was his death by million cuts. And what are the million cuts? Torpedoes and Reef Sliders. Unfortunately, not a lot the Titans of Alterna can really do there. But props to them for being good sports about it there. Really nicely done. But, I mean, oh my goodness, quad Dapples. It wasn't quad Aerospray. Thank goodness,
Yep.
apparently, but quad apples, I feel like a little bit worse.
You know, maybe a little bit worse. I felt like the Dapples definitely worked there for Rainmaker the best, for
Mhm.
sure. Oh my gosh, look at them. Look at those happy campers. I mean, what a way to end this set. Really, really great set. Oh my gosh, thumbs up. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're still in good spirits here because they should be. They should be very proud of themselves. And with that, I'm no CCA staff member, so I can't like say definitively. But I think this puts Long Beach Gold in a good state to try to make playoffs. So really,
Mhm.
really good. Kudos to them. Like I said, they were both 2-2 in their group going into this match here. So great, 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 great set. Great congratulations to Long Beach Gold and Titans of Alterna Orange. They could be wild carded in. You already know. You already know. High Lagoon, luscious hair, gorgeous again. And I hope these folks have a little chit chat after and go over how they're happy and feeling after the set here, Rocket.
For sure. And a little voice in my head told me that apparently I
Oh,
think that does mean that Long Beach is guaranteed a playoff spot with that win. So again, props to them, like you mentioned there. Really nicely done to really close out that match. On the sides of Titans of Alterna, like you, I'm not 100% sure on their current playoff odds at the moment. This defeat does put them at 2-3. I don't know if it particularly 100% eliminates them from playoff contention fully, but it does put a little thorn in their side, at least trying to fight back. But I mean, they're a resilient team. I mean, we saw them really. If any of those fights, especially during game 3 and game 4, just went slightly different. We could be looking at a completely different game, Grace, because remember those were both come from behind victories. So maybe one fight, one in the other side could have really changed things fully. But yeah, really showing that both sides are here to stay, but just unfortunately for Titans of Alterna, Long Beach just had a slightly better day.
Very true, very true. And I feel like that's the case for a lot of league matches, especially. So it can be tough kind of going into a match and you're like, I know we can win this. I know we can win this. But sometimes it's kind of about the map mode, sometimes it's about how you're doing that day. But still, big kudos to Long Beach Gold. Again, they're chit-chatting in front of the camera. This is so cute. I feel like we're doing a little like we're in like The Office or something, or one of those like mockumentary shows, and like we're like stalking them. Like I feel like we're in like slice of life here right now.
You know, like a
It's
nature
fun.
documentary. That's what it is.
Just
All right, but before we
it.
get too far like sidetracked in, we do have another match coming up here soon at CCA. It will be PSU Blue versus CS Yobi Gold, or sorry, UCSD Gold. My apologies. Coming up next here, but that will do it here for me and Grace. But before we go, Grace, where can the people online find you?
You can find me on Blue Sky at Tubnug, Tubnug, like dot Blue Sky dot social or whatever the thingy is. But yeah, I mean, you can also find me over here on the CCA channel, hopefully for some more action. Not this weekend, but maybe next week. But Rocket, where can the lovely people find you?
Yes, you can find me also on Blue Sky at Rocket1 on Blue Sky. I'm not active really much on Twitter. I do have it there. If you want to follow me there, it's at Rocket underscore splat. And you can find me as well here on CCA sometimes. You can find me in pretty much every single Splatoon organization just commentating there. But yep, for sure, definitely keep an eye out. But thank you all for watching. Shout out to Neptune, our wonderful streamer in the background. But that'll be it for me and Grace here. So we will see you just here shortly, actually, because upcoming match. So see ya. No worries.